I'm calling the Conference Committee on Jobs and Economic Development and Policy Conference Committee to order. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to the members and those around the table for your patience. There's been a lot of work that we've been doing, a lot of talking back and forth. I think that we have some things that are going to be presented today that we think will benefit all of Minnesota. So with that being said, those are my opening comments. I want to see if Representative Hassan has any welcoming opening comments that she'd like to make before we start.
Good morning. Welcome to the end of Jobs in Economic Development Conference Committee. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you all of you guys for being here, and thank you to the staff for all the work that they have done. Let's get this done.
Thank you. With that being said, we're going to start with the spreadsheet, and we're going to ask if I should let the commissioner speak first and then go forward. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to make a small change because, of course, the queen of these proceedings thought I should make a change. So I'm going to have the commissioner introduce yourself for the record and go forward. Thank you so much for being here.
Chair Champion, Chair Hassan, Chair Zhang, members of the Jobs, Workforce, and Economic Development Conference Committee. My name is Matt Verlick, and I serve as Commissioner of the Department of Employment and Economic Development. On behalf of the Department, I want to thank the Conference Committee on Jobs, Workforce, and Economic Development for all that you have done. And before I get to the substance of the bill, I also want to comment on the stamina and resilience that you and your talented staff have to show in this highly intensive process. I know it's not easy. Regarding the bill itself, at a very high level, my observation is that it contains multiple valuable investments in multiple valuable programs, and it endorses helpful policy changes that will better enable DEED to advance its mission to empower the growth of the Minnesota economy for everyone. So sincere thanks to all three committees for your partnership on this. I would further thank the committee for including a number of policy recommendations that the governor and the department had advocated for, including helping people get into the workforce, supporting business expansion, strengthening communities. Highlights including expanding eligibility criteria for the dislocated worker program, increasing inclusivity of the Energy Transition Advisory Committee, refining the Innovative Business Development Public Infrastructure program, including additional language revisions to the Forward Fund that will enable us to do even more with that program. And the bill contains lots of other strong examples of how partnerships can lead to good policy. But in the interest of time, I won't enumerate those examples unless you'd like me to. Instead, I would just thank the conferees again for taking on the hard work of finding agreement between the House and Senate bills. And I can tell you that at DEED, we are very excited to get to work implementing these provisions upon final passage in order to benefit workers, businesses, and communities.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you for your staff, and we want to tell you how pleasurable it was to work with you and get your insight and technical thoughts, and we sincerely appreciate your thoughts and values and all that other good stuff. So thank you so much, and thank you to the administration.
Thank you.
With that being said, we are going to begin with the staff to go through the spreadsheet, and then after that, if we're okay with the spreadsheet, then we will. There will be a motion to adopt the spreadsheet. So, Ms. Nona.
Mr. Chair and members, I'll be walking through the spreadsheet in your packets titled 2024 Workforce and Economic Development, the timestamp of 7:07 p.m. in the lower right-hand corner. And the columns I'll be walking through are the chair agreement on columns H through M. And I'll begin by just looking at the summary. The net general fund impact in fiscal year 24-25 is $1 million. And in fiscal year 26-27 is a savings of $4 million. For the Workforce Development Fund in fiscal year 24-25 is $12.4 million one time. Then Special Revenue Fund has a one-time cost of $3 million for a transfer. Then going into the detail of the spreadsheet, beginning with DEED on line 33 for Asian Economic Development Association. There's a reduction here of $500,000 that is then being reappropriated on the next line for the same thing, just to extend the availability of that appropriation. Then on line 36 for New American Development Center, $1 million one time. And all of these amounts are general fund. For entrepreneur fund, 1 million, one time. Coalition of Asian American Leaders, 200,000, one time. For Fortis Capital, 300,000, one time. Then on lines 41 and 42, the appropriation for Launch Minnesota is being reduced in fiscal year 2025, then being reappropriated on line 42 to extend the availability of that 2.5 million appropriation. On lines 43 and 44, the base funding for Minnesota Film and TV Board is being reduced by 825,000 each year, beginning in fiscal year 2025, and this is being reappropriated later in the spreadsheet for the film office, and we'll mention that when we get there. Then on line 45, for Promise Act grants, an increase of 3 million in fiscal year 2025. And on line 46, a carve-out of 1 million in the existing funds for the South Minneapolis, South Hennepin, and Uptown locations. On line 47, you'll see the 3 million increase is being dedicated to the 7-county metro. On page 2, on line 49, the cancellation of the Expo 2027 funding is listed at savings of 5 million in 2024. On line 50, butchery shop relocation, 200,000 one time. On line 51, Block Builders Foundation, 50,000 one time. The Somali Museum, 400,000 one time. The South Sudanese Foundation, 489,000 one time. And on line 54, there's a cancellation of a Workforce Housing Development Program grant in fiscal year 2024 of 889,000. Then on line 57, this is the special revenue transfer of 3 million from the Job Creation Fund to the general fund. And I'll turn it over to Ms. Ng for the employment and training programs part.
Good morning, my name is Ashley Ng, I'm from House Fiscal. Reviewing the spreadsheet starting on line 66, this is from the Workforce Development Fund. There's 500,000 in fiscal year 25, one time for Arrowhead Economic Opportunity Agency. On line 63, there's 597,000 in fiscal year 25 for Taste of Minnesota. On line 68, there's 700,000 in fiscal year 25 for the Shakopee Area Workforce Development Scholarships. On line 69, there's 100,000 in fiscal year 25 for Inspire Change Clinic. On line 70, there's 250,000 in fiscal year 25 for Boulder Options Youth Mentoring Program. On line 71, there's 1 million in fiscal year 25 for North Minneapolis Change Starts with Community. On line 73, there is 100,000 in fiscal year 25 to Inspire MSP. On line 75, there is 100,000 in fiscal year 25 for Lake County Ambulance Service Training Program. On line 76, there is 350,000 in fiscal year 25 for the City of Austin for training for water operators and wastewater operators. On line 77, there's 250,000 to the in fiscal year 25 to the Greater Minneapolis Council of Churches. On line 79, there's 100,000 for in fiscal year 25 for community animal medicine professionals. On line 80, there's 400,000 in fiscal year 25 for Sabathani Community Center. On line 83, there's 200,000 in fiscal year 25 for the Jobs Foundation. On line 87, there's 1 million in fiscal year 25 for African Immigrant Community Services. On line 88, there's 1 million in fiscal year 25 for Women Venture. On line 89, there's 1 million in fiscal year 25 for Minnesota Black Chamber of Commerce. And now looking at page 3 of the spreadsheet. On line 91, there's 250,000 in fiscal year 25 to Quran Organization of Minnesota. On line 92, there's 100,000 in fiscal year 25 for Indigenous Roots. On line 94, there's 100,000 in fiscal year 25 for Ramsey County People in Action. On line 95, there's 500,000 in fiscal year '25 for Metro Youth Diversion Center. On line 96, there is 174,000 in fiscal year '25 for Duluth Middle School Computer Program. On line 97, there's 171,000 in fiscal year '25 for the Proctor Public Schools Program. On line 98, there is 1 million in fiscal year '25 for the City of Brooklyn Park. On line 99, there is 500,000 in fiscal year '25 for the Riverside Plaza Tenant Association. On line 100, there is 300,000 in fiscal year '25 for African Career Education and Resource, Inc. On line 102, there's 75,000 in fiscal year '25 for Equitable Development Action. On line 103, there is 50,000 in fiscal year '25 for HIRPA International. On line 107, there is 200,000 in fiscal year '25 for YWCA St. Paul. On line 108, there is 50,000 in fiscal year '25 for United Senior Lao American. On line 109, there is 240,000 in fiscal year '25 for Hmong American Farmers Association. Oh, I may have got that wrong. Okay, 100,000 in fiscal year '25 for Hmong American Farmers Association. And then on line 110, there's 240,000 in fiscal year '25 for Minnesota Zhejiang. On line 112, there's 100,000 in fiscal year '25 for the Ramsey County Justice Impact Navigator. And on line 113, there's 100,000 in fiscal year '25 for the Digital Equity Specialist. On line 110, there is 100,000 in fiscal year '25 for Film North. And on the line below that, there's 400,000 in fiscal year '25 for the Twin Cities Urban League. And moving on to the General Support Services Division of DEED, on line 124, there is a reduction in the base set for fiscal years '26 and '27, leading to a general fund savings of $4 million. Then for the vocational rehabilitation services of DEED, there is on line 132 and 133, there's a cancellation and reappropriation for the employment support for persons with mental illness. This extends the availability, and I'll turn it back to Ms. Mulder.
Mr. Chair and members, I'll pick it up on line 135 for Explore Minnesota Tourism, on line 138 for the 2026 Special Olympics U.S. Games, $2 million in one-time funds in 2025. For Explore Minnesota Film, $825,000 ongoing each year, and this is from the reduction earlier in the spreadsheet. On line 141 for Kajug, $400,000 one-time in fiscal year 2025. On line 143 for Ishara, a reduction from the Chapter 53 last year of $400,000 in fiscal year 2024. On line 144, Taste of Minnesota, $1.25 million in one time. Then I'll skip down to line 160, University of Minnesota, Center for Nursing Equity and Excellence, $250,000 one time in 2025 in workforce development funds. Then on the last page, this is showing the revenue from the Job Creation Fund of $3 million that, again, is coming from the Job Creation Fund going into the general fund. And Mr. Chair, I'll end there for any questions.
Thank you so much to the committee. Any questions? Because I know that we need to make one title change on this spreadsheet. That would be at line 53. Correct?
Yes.
And I'm going to let co-chair Hassan just say what that name should be. That should be on line 53.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We are deleting South Sudanese Foundation and adding Center for Community Resources.
Center for Community Resources.
Yes.
Okay. That change That is her motion on that, on the spreadsheet. Any questions about that oral change? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say no. The motion prevails. And just so that there's clarity, Taste of Minnesota, they're listed both on line 63 and then also in the general fund line, which gets them to the 1.8 plus million. Let's see if any other changes that need to be made to the spreadsheet. Now would be the time.
Mr. Chair,
Ms. Nona.
Mr. Chair and members, Ms. Ng mentioned this, but on page 3, line 110 should read Film North.
On which line?
Line 110
Okay.
should read Film North. That was just a spreadsheet error.
No. Yeah, line 110. Yeah, she's right. Line 110 where it says Sundance.
The numbers, the row numbers got a little messed up.
Wait a minute. Line 110 appears in there 2 times. 3
Oh.
times, actually. I don't know what's going on.
Mr. Chair, apologies for that. The first 110 on page 3.
No, it should be the second 110. It should be where it says
114. Should be 114.
where it says Sundance.
114.
Oh, I see. Mr. Chair, yes, after Ramsey County, after that line should read, line 114 should read Film North instead of Sundance.
And we can put in parentheses, Sundance if you like, okay? So I will make that motion that we change the line that should be 114 on the spreadsheet that says Sundance, before Sundance, put Film North. Any other questions about the proposed change? All in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Any other changes that need to be made to the spreadsheet?
We just need to delete the last one.
And, one change that we would like is for it to be numbered correctly. So do I need to make a motion for that to be numbered correctly, or that will automatically happen?
No.
Okay, it automatically happens. I see the two of you looking at each other like, we got it though.
It's fun. This is what happens when you work so many hours in the day.
That's right. Any other questions about the spreadsheet, amounts, titles, names, anything? If there are none, Chair Hassan moves that we adopt the spreadsheet. Any discussion? Senator Mohammed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to take a moment and give credit to our colleague, Senator Hochschild, who's been calling and fighting for two line items that aren't here. So I wanted to just sort of give him credit since he's not here. And it's for the Duluth Middle School computer program and the Proctor Public Schools program, as well as the fund that was for the North Entrepreneur Fund. And so I know he's not here, but he's been calling us and texting us, and he's been fighting for his community. So I wanted to take a moment and give him credit for the work that he's done, even though he's not in this committee, and to get funding for his constituents in the Northland.
Thank you, and I know that our colleague has been fighting hard for that, and that makes sense. We have someone in the Senate and someone in the House. You want to say anything, Representative?
Thank you, Chair. And I just want to thank everyone, because it was really important for me to see that Greater Minnesota is represented in this workforce, because empowering the Minnesota economy has to include Greater Minnesota and the entire state. And so I appreciate the cooperation across the aisle, because right now, having the University of Minnesota, we have 500,000 nurses that or 500,000 we need, and I think we're graduating like 53,000. So this University of Minnesota Center of Excellence is going to help the entire state. And being on the Aging Task Force and the EMS Task Force, that's a huge piece of infrastructure. And I just want to thank the committee for being so open-minded, and then for allowing the career technical education to expand, and also the EMT program in Two Harbors. There'll be almost $500,000 going to northeastern Minnesota that will benefit the state. And so thank you very much for your cooperative spirit. And the Entrepreneur Fund is really important, and I've been advocating for that too. And so it was great to see bipartisan work, because that Entrepreneur Fund is really critical. And so I really appreciate that we were able to get that to the finish line too, and many great projects. So thank you, everybody.
Well, thanks. And I know Senator McEwen was also calling about that entrepreneur fund, and so we wanted to make sure that we acknowledge that as well. Any other questions or comments about the spreadsheet before you vote on adopting the spreadsheet? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. The spreadsheet is adopted. Now, I would like to have council go through the comparison spreadsheet. Oh, we'll do the amendments first. Okay. So I only have the one. Is the A16? Okay. All right. So we have the A6 amendment that we're going to deal with. That is before us. Chair Hassan moves the A6 amendment, and we would ask that staff go through it. Huh?
Mr. Cope's going to.
Okay, if you identify yourself for the record and take us through the A6 amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Justin Cope with the House Research Department. So with the A6 amendment and the adoptions that are in the side-by-side comparison document on page 4, the provisions that are going to be adopted today for the Small Business Assistance Partnership Program, the Expanding Opportunity Fund Program, and the Emerging Entrepreneur Program, the interest rates for all those loan programs will be Wall Street Journal Prime plus 2% with a maximum of 10%. And then for the final instruction in the amendment, we're going to be adding in some new language dealing with cosmetology and hair technicians, requiring licensure for those programs to include a variety of hair textures and types. And then for certain licensed trades in Section 3 that begins on page 3 of that amendment, there's going to be a notice of expiration prior to expiration of those trade licenses. And that's the A6, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And I have one question about the texture portion. It is my understanding they wanted the effective date to be 1 year later. So how should we deal with that in order to make sure that we're able to change that effective date?
Mr. You could make an oral amendment if you
Okay,
wanted, Mr.
I'll make the oral amendment. Where is that portion? Okay, yep, I'll make an oral amendment to line 2.5, strike 2024 and put 2025. And let's see if there's another one on another page.
Page 3, line 21, Mr. Chair.
So can I pause a second, because this is why I don't like doing these amendments now. I'm going to ask Mr. Roger Motor to go to the table so that we are getting the effective dates correct. Mr. Mo, if you identify yourself for the record, and then let us know if the effective date is only supposed to be on line 2.5, or are we also supposed to make a change on line 3.21 and 4.11? Mr. Mo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Roger Moe, and I'm here on behalf of Aveda. The reason for the delay is that it gives time to develop the curriculum for this. It's not adding hours. It's just simply a provision to cover texture to hair. And so it would be on, the effective date would be 2025 instead of what is on the amendment here. So it'd be 3.21.
Yeah. Hold on, 2.5, correct? That's one of the places. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
And
And then what about line 3.21?
yes.
So the same date. So if we all would also, if we all would make the change on line 3.21, that would be a part of my oral amendment. And then will you look at line 411?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
All three.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry.
I believe that applies to a different provision.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
applies to a different provision, so that couldn't be that one.
Sorry.
So then, just so we're clear, is line 3.21 and 2.5, is that correct?
Correct.
That would be my oral amendment, is that correct?
Yes, is the intent simply to change 2024 to 2025 in both places?
Yes.
Okay, so then the amendment would be on page 2, line 5 of the A6 to delete 2024 and insert 2025, and on page 3, line 21 of the A6 to delete 2024 and insert 2025.
That is my motion. Any other discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. All opposed say no. The motion prevails. The reason why I pause is because no one says aye. Everyone's looking down at their phones and no one is saying aye.
On this side of the
I know on this side you said aye, but the others are looking at their phone. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr. Moe.
Chairman.
All right, so we will now go to the A16. Chair Hassan moves the A16 amendment, and we'll ask Senate Counsel, Ms. Fontaine Doyle, to go through that A16.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members.
Doyle Fontaine.
I am Carolyn Fontaine, Senate Counsel. So looking at the A16, there are five different changes that are contained within this amendment. So lines 1.2 to 1.6, this language is an adjustment to a forward fund appropriation, and this allows the projects provided in that appropriation to move forward effectively. On line 1.7 to 1.9, this provides an effective date for a provision that's the H-2A unemployment provision in the bill to provide clarity there for implementation of the change. Then on lines 1.10 to 1.3, this modifies the Shakopee Workforce Scholarship Program to allow better implementation by the Department of Employment and Economic Development for that program. And then lines 1.14 to 1.20, this increases the amount that may currently be transferred between the Job Creation Fund and the Minnesota Investment Fund programs to account for business demands and inflation. And then finally, the last instruction is lines 1.21 to 1.22. This removes the requirement that DEED reopen applicants for the Emerging Entrepreneur Program every 2 years, so that the program will stay at the current application every 5 years as it is currently for that program. And that is the A16, Mr. Chair.
Any other discussion on the A16 amendment? Seeing no additional discussion, all in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Thank you, Senator Gustafson. All right, Ms. Fontaine.
Yes, Mr. Chair and members, I will continue now. You should have in your packets a table that's titled the Jobs Supplemental Budget Bill Comparison Summary. And basically, we've adjusted this table to be an adoption sheet. So you'll see the shaded items are items that have already been adopted, that were adopted on May 13th. And those were the same and similar and other items that were already agreed upon by this conference committee. So the first item, I can walk through this and then you can just adopt this table. But we just want to point out that there are some sections that were affected by the amendments that you just adopted. So quickly on R71, the motion is to adopt the Senate section, and this makes a conforming change related to Explore Minnesota Film. You already adopted the other sections that on Minnesota Film, so this would just something that Senate added to be an additional conforming change. And so do you want me to just keep, Mr. Chair, do you want me to keep walking through and then you can do it all as one? Okay,
Yes.
Great. On R71, This is a house-only provision. This is the provision that adds the H-2A foreign agricultural workers as non-covered, under non-covered employment. For unemployment, the motion is to adopt the House language as amended by the A-16 that I just went through. Then on R-74, this was a similar provision regarding the change starts with the Community Violence Prevention Program. The motion is to adopt the House language. This differences were only grammatical, and the House is preferred. On R-75, another House-only provision that establishes the Center for Nursing Equity and Excellence within the University of Minnesota. This was House-only, so the motion is to adopt the House language. On R-76, this was similar language in the House and Senate. This is the Shakopee Area Workforce Development Scholarship Program. That was also as amended by the A-16. The motion is to adopt the Senate language. The language differences there were also technical. Then page 2, all of those items were already adopted on May 15th, or May 13th. On page 3, those items were also already adopted. So we will go over to page 4. And we have on R-16, I'm sorry, there's no action on the launch. So I believe I will turn it over to Mr. Cope now.
Please identify yourself and go forward.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Justin Cope, House Research. Beginning on R90, there are a number of provisions related to deed small business programs. On page R90, the motion would be to adopt Senate Sections 1 and 2. These modify the Small Business Assistance Partnership Program to add tribal development entities as eligible recipients of funding. They allow 15% of the grant funds to be used for grantees' administrative expenses, and they provide that the services that those entities provide have to be free. Moving to page R91, I'm going to also cover the second item in this small business program modifications table, which is to adopt a Senate-only provision, which is Section 3 on page, which is marked as being on page 14.8, which is a Senate-only provision for a Small Business Assistance Partnership Program reporting requirement. Then moving on, the motion would also be to adopt Section 3 of the Senate side-by-side again on page 14.21. This is a modification of the Minnesota Expanding Opportunity Fund program, which also makes tribal economic development entities eligible for funding under that program. And then with the A16 and the A6 would have the effect of setting the interest rates for borrowers under this program at prime rate plus 2% with a maximum of 10%. Excuse me. Moving on to page R93, the motion would be to adopt Senate side section 4 on 17.1. This is a modification of the Minnesota Emerging Entrepreneur Program, which has similar changes to the other programs we discussed. And then on page R97, the motion would be to adopt House Section 15 and
We may be missing a page because you are, well, what?
R96 is included in the previous section we discussed. This is all just one long section that runs through several pages of the side-by-side.
Okay, we got it. All right. Continue.
Sorry about that. R97, the motion would be to adopt House side Section 15 as modified by the A6 amendment, which again sets the interest rate for borrowers under the program at prime rate plus 2% with a maximum of 10%. And then on page R98, the motion would be to adopt House Section 16. And this just modifies reporting requirements under that program. Moving on to page 5 of the side-by-side. On page R98, there's a Senate-only provision for federal conformity in independent living services, which is a Senate-only provision. The motion would be to adopt that article. Moving to page R99, there are Senate-only provisions increasing the maximum grant amounts for certain public facilities authority grant programs. There would be no action taken on those provisions. And then the final item on page 5 takes us back to R12 of the side-by-side for a House-only provision providing special authority to the City of Brooklyn Park in connection with the establishment of a biotech innovation district. And the motion on that page would be to adopt House Section 17. And Mr. Chair, I believe that's all the adoptions.
All right, any questions on the comparison summary? Any questions, modifications, changes, concerns? Seeing none, the idea is for there to be a motion to adopt the comparison table as one motion. And so, Chair Hassan?
That's my motion, Mr. Chair.
To that motion of adopting the comparison table as one motion, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. It is adopted. Members, I move that the staff be instructed to prepare a jobs conference report that includes the provisions identified by the conference committee, and that staff be allowed to make any necessary technical corrections. Staff may rely on the spreadsheet identified by the conference committee to resolve ambiguities or correct amounts. That would be my motion. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. The motion prevails. Any last minute conversations or identifications? Senator Gustafson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And this is how popular the bill is. We had many, many colleagues texting us to find out what was in it. So I promise I was not on Twitter or anything. I was just answering texts from colleagues who are very excited about this. But I think that that's a testament to how good of a job both bodies did on this bill. And I just want to say thank you for the work that you've put into it and to staff as well. So thank you.
Senator Mohammed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to take a moment and thank you and Chair Hassan and Chair Zhang for the work you guys have done on this bill and making sure that it's representative of all of Minnesotans. And I wanted to also acknowledge that this is Chair Hassan's last committee or conference committee. And it has been such a pleasure to have been able to serve with her the last year and a half. And I'm so glad I've been able to learn from you guys. So thank you for the work that you guys have done.
I concur with that. She has definitely been a great person to work with. The last two sessions, we've been negotiating, and whenever she walks over to the Senate, I know I have a problem. and so I am mindful of that, and thank you
I've been nice to you.
You have been nice to you. Representative.
Thank you, Chair. And I just want to say thank you to Chair Zhang for the opportunity to be a GOP representative on this committee, for conference committee, to have a bipartisan approach, because I think it's really important and it shows the work that can be done to empower the economic growth for Minnesota. And so being at the table allowed to have conversations for Greater Minnesota, and this bill has over $1 million that's going to serve Greater Minnesota. And so I just want to say thank you to the Senate, thank you to the House, because it's been a joy to work in a bipartisan way to get this to the finish line. So thank you.
Thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure to really get to know you. I can never ever pronounce your last name right, but I want you to know. I got it. But you've been wonderful to work with, and you've been just, thoughtful around making sure that we had a real understanding. So last but certainly not least, we will go to Chair Hassan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to first take this moment to thank our staff. Our staff are wonderful people who we put through a lot of headache. Thank you for all the work that you have done. Thank you for being allies in this work, this very, very important work. Without you, I don't think we could have accomplished anything in this place. I also want to thank my brother from another mother who isn't here today with us, who has some family emergency, who has worked really hard on this bill as well. Jershong, his dedication to community and to economic justice shows is in this bill everywhere. So I want to thank him. Thank you, Rep. Selesnikar, for being here and for continuously reminding us not to forget Greater Minnesota, even though Greater Minnesota is represented in this bill in so many different ways. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you for being a hard negotiator. But thank you for working with me and seeing me as your equal and providing me guidance when I need, and being the big brother. Not in age, but in knowledge. And I also want to thank Deed for being at the table, working with us. We don't sometimes agree, but our conversations are always pleasant, and we're all fighting for Minnesota that is inclusive of everyone. This is a great work, and this shows that when you include everyone and when you think about everyone who's not at that table, that we can bring something to the finish line that is encompasses all Minnesota's needs. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, everyone, for the great work.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. And lastly, I join in thanking our staff, who are always just wonderful. And I also want to give some special love to Tom Milton, who bugs me day and night, and he's always thoughtful and he's a hard worker, and so I really appreciate that, along with Alexis Werner. I also want to thank Chair Zhang, who's not with us today, but know that he has always been a great pillar of strength and one who is on this journey of valuing equity and diversity and inclusion and economic greatness. So I thank him for that. And last but certainly not least, Deed, thank you for always being there for us to be able to call you on the phone and talk through these important provisions, and just being thankful to the Commissioner Verlick and Darielle Dannon as well, who just really helps us to make sure if there are opportunities that we try to find a way to make it happen and work. So with that being said, we are adjourned. Thank you so much.